Hello everyone, this is Satyajit Patnaik and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is all about Power BI. So let's get started. Welcome back. So we shall be talking about Power BI. I'll give you a brief overview of Power BI and then this is how the agenda of today's call is going to be. We shall be talking about Power BI Desktop. Then we shall be talking about Power BI Service and what's new, integration with other services, Power BI Pro, Premium, administration, summary. So in short, this video is going to be explaining you everything about Power BI. In case you are new to Power BI, then this is the first thing which you need to go through. Apart from that, as you already know that I do have a lot of videos related to Power BI end-to-end projects as well. So that should be more than enough for you to get started with it. So let's quickly get started. Now, Power BI, as we already know that it's a product by Microsoft, it's a very strong business intelligence tool. Of course, if you start comparing Excel with Power BI has a lot more features as compared to Excel. So what Excel has or what Excel can do, definitely Power BI can do. On top of that, we have a lot of more features which is present inside Power BI. So Power BI experience your data, anyway, anywhere. So be it cloud data or your on-premises data, you can see out of the box SaaS content packs, software as a service, real-time dashboards and interactive reports, natural language query, custom visualization, native Office 365 integration, and your reports can be published anywhere. It can be published to the web, to the mobile, to Excel, it can be embedded anywhere, to Cortana. So a lot of things can be done. Power BI product portfolio. You can see author, free data analysis and reporting authoring tool, share and collaborate because Power BI gives an option to share and collaborate. Let's say you have a team of 5 members, you want to build something and share it with your teams, that's quite possible. So share and collaborate, large scale deployment, dedicated capacity for increased performance, share and collaborate, on-premises report server, app development, visual analytics embedded in your applications. Okay, these are the features of Power BI. Now coming on to Power BI Desktop. So before talking about Power BI Desktop, I shall be talking about what are the different types of softwares you can use inside Power BI. So one of them is your Power BI Desktop. This is kind of a developer tool, so anything you build you have to build it here. So let's say you want to edit one already built dashboard or a report, you can either do it by Power BI Desktop, or else when Power BI Desktop, through Power BI Desktop, when you publish the report, you can also access it through app.powerbi.com. So there also you can edit it. Okay, so let's talk about Power BI Desktop, which is a free companion authoring tool for the Power BI service. There are multiple features of Power BI Desktop. You can see in the screen itself: get data, analyze, visualize, publish, and collaborate. So get data is nothing but how to connect the data. It could be a flat file, it could be a live data from MySQL database, from Azure database. It could be from any source. It could be a flat XML file, flat CSV file. It could be anything. Then comes your analyzing. Analyzing is nothing but how to analyze the data. So Power Query also has a feature called as Power Query Editor, which is also called as the heart of Power BI. So this is where you can analyze the data, build powerful models and flexible measures. You can do any kind of null value imputation, remove columns, remove rows, replace values. A lot more things can be possible over there. Again, if you want to deep dive, you can probably check out my end-to-end Power BI series, which will give you an end-to-end idea. Then comes your visualization, which is your creating interactive reports. After your visualization is done, of course, when I talk about the free Power BI version, I think more than 30 to 33 visualizations are available to you as a free user. But in case you are a Power BI Pro user, you can have an access to all the 150 plus visualizations in Power BI. Okay, publishing option, yes. Once you're done with your report building part, share insight with others. You can publish it, share your insights, boom, anybody can access your report and they can see it. Of course, anybody as in the people whom you are giving access to. Okay, and then comes your collaborate. Collaborate is nothing but empowering your organization with self-service analytics. where you can collaborate and, let's say I am building something, my manager wants to add something, so they can do it on the go itself in app.powerbi.com. Okay. So next topic is going to be Power BI Premium. Power BI Premium is something which is used by big organizations. Probably if you have a good amount of, so you can see greater scale and performance, flexibility to license by capacity, extending on-premises capabilities. So let's say you are working on very huge projects, then probably you can take help of Power BI Premium, which internally has multiple, options. You can see Power BI services, premium capacity, P1, P2, P3, shared capacity. So there are a lot of more features in Power BI Premium. Let's not talk about that in case you are working in a big MNC where there are a lot of requirements into Power BI. You can probably go more and understand about Power BI Premium. For the timing, as a developer, Power BI Pro or the free version is more than enough. Okay. So moving on, again, Power BI Report Server. So Power BI Report Server is nothing but it gives you an inbuilt report server, on-premises report server, which can handle more data and more reports, right? Let's say your requirements, again, very similar to your Power BI Premium itself. Power BI Report Server is only used. Of course, report server comes intact with the premium versions. So in case you are working on large scale, you will have to make use of report servers. But if you are working on small scale, report servers are not required. So on-premise reporting solution, connect to data, Power BI reports, SSRS reports, consume in multiple ways. Okay, these are the features of report servers. Now moving ahead to the personal Power BI, this is how the entire life cycle of a Power BI works. You have your app source, you have your source data. Through your source data, your queries and data mashups are being read. So in your Power BI desktop, you are reading the data from your source data. You are using your queries, data, and reports, and then publishing. So the .pbix file is being published. It is published in your Power BI service. Now Power BI service is same as app.powerbi.com. Okay, here you have your My Workspace where you are already maintaining that which user should have an access to these, which user shouldn't have access. All these things, maintaining work, the admin work is done here, and accordingly your dashboards, reports, workbooks, data sets, everything is visible here. Okay, and again through through Excel also you can publish your Excel file, and then here is your on-premises. So this is your entire life cycle of a Power BI. And you can also see there is a Power BI mobile app as well. Okay, so that's it. Let's move ahead. Power BI desktop, as I already explained you, there are the five most important things you need to learn. These are asked in your interviews as well. So get data, analyze, visualize, publish, and collaborate. Okay, get data is getting data, analyze is your EDA phase, insight gathering phase where you analyze, visualize is your, once your analysis is done, then you visualize, then you publish, and then you start collaborating. Okay, get data, easily connect. So as I already told you, right, Power BI itself has more than 95 data sources. You can see connect to 80 plus or 80 plus. I think this is a very little bit old PPT. So I think there are more than 90 plus data sources which are being accepted by Power BI, both on premises, on cloud. Shape, transform, and clean data for analysis, live connectivity to on premises and cloud data sources, extend with custom data connectors for any data source, prepare your data using the familiar Power Query experience on the web, get started quickly with a common data model. So these are the features of get data. Again, moving back to analyze is nothing but, as I told you, right, like a null value analysis, all this kind of removal of columns, removal of rows. So automatically created model when connecting to data, high performance in memory engine, point and click analysis with quick measures, clustering and binning, creating powerful measures. Let's say you have two columns, you want to create a third column out of the two columns. You can probably create a custom column, or else you can create a measure as well, right? Let's say you want to calculate the total sales in a particular field. So you can create a measure for that, right? So everything related to these things like analyzing, insight gathering, all these things comes under your analyze phase. Then comes your visualization, where I already told you, when you are a Power BI Pro user, you have access to more than 150 plus visualizations via a drag and drop canvas. I cannot show you the Power BI desktop at the moment, but just try to understand. let's say you open your Power BI desktop, you will have a visualization column, a visualization field. There already 33 visualizations will be available, but you can see three dots over there. If you are using Power BI Pro, you can click on three dots. It will go to a get more visual screen. In that screen, you can also import any other visualizations if you want to use. Okay, so these kind of features are there. Then comes your publishing, sharing insights with others. Publish directly to the cloud or on premises, automatic data refresh. So the reports are always up to date. For data refreshing, I will have some videos soon on my channel as well, so that you can go through it. Package your reports in apps for easy consumption and control. Manage analytics content with admin and governance tools. Then comes your overview, the Power BI service and what's new. This is going to be the Power BI service. We have cloud data sources, Azure analysis services, SQL, Azure, Salesforce, any kind of input source, and through which on-premises data can also be read. So you just imagine that Power BI service is basically that app.powerbi.com. There is also an option of get data over there. You can also get data and create a dashboard there itself, but it's always recommended to use your Power BI desktop because that's more likely a development tool, a development software. Okay. Then comes your integration. So as we already know that it's Power BI has a lot of features to be integrated with a lot of tools. So of course it's a Microsoft product, so integrating with Microsoft products is very easy. Be it your Visual Studio, Cortana, your Teams, Power BI, Excel, all these kind of things, right? Collaborate and sharing insights with teams in your organization using existing services. So these are the features of Power BI. Now Excel and Power BI easily aggregate objects from multiple Excel sheets on the same dashboard. As I already told you, right? Excel is also one of the get source. I mean, when you are using your get data function, Excel is also one of the sources, right? So in case you are having Excel sheets, you want to play around, of course you can drag your Excel sheets to Power BI, start analyzing. So this PPT is all about that. Analyzing Excel, importing Excel data into Power BI, and uploading your Excel file to Power BI. Okay. And then comes your Power BI Pro versus Premium. I just have a rough idea about that. Power BI Premium I already explained. So there are some differences, of course. Power BI Pro, Power BI Premium, you are already getting some dedicated capacity. Let's say you are using thousands of reports and dashboards. Many users are there in your organization who needs an access to Power BI. In that case, you can go for the Power BI Premium. Of course, it's going to be a little bit expensive. As you already can see, Power BI service, Power BI Premium has dedicated capacity, vCodes, RAM allocation. So your workspaces are there, dashboards, reports, and data sets. So you can see Power BI Pro, when you are having limited users. In my previous organization, we had 70 users. So we didn't take the premium version because again, premium was very costly as compared to Pro, right? So it all depends from organization to organization in case you need it or not. This is a clear picture of the Pro versus Premium. You can see in the Pro version, self-service and modern BI in the cloud, collaboration, publishing, sharing, and ad hoc analysis, fully managed by Microsoft. And Premium is basically enterprise BI, big data analytics, cloud and on-premises reporting, advanced administration and deployment control, dedicated cloud compute and storage services. You can see the cost differences. Probably Power BI Pro is 78 HKD is nothing but just multiply it with 10. So around 750 Indian rupees. And Power BI Premium is almost 40,000 HKD, which is almost 4 lakhs Indian rupees. So you can identify the difference, right? So this is the reason you have to take this call. It's up to you. If you're having less than 100 users, 700 rupees into 100, it's still 70,000, but it's still manageable. But when you're having premium, so the call is yours, right? Decision is yours. Moving back to the next topic, which is administration. For administration, I don't have any slides, but administration is nothing but how to manage. So when you go to app.powerbi.com, you can probably go to some workspaces. I'll have some separate video on administration on how to add permissions, how to add users. So there are, if I remember correctly, there are 4 different roles on on app.powerbi.com. One is your admin, one is your member, one is your collaborator, and one contributor, and one is your viewer. So admin is, of course, anybody who can add users, who can delete users, who can add reports. Member is somebody who can add users, but they cannot delete users, they cannot delete reports. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but this is what I remember. Contributor is basically uh, someone who cannot add users, but they can edit some existing reports. And viewer is nothing but he just can view the reports. Okay, so probably your higher management or your manager, senior manager could be viewers. Contributors could be you along with your other developers. So it all depends, right? So basically that is it. That's all about Power BI. And these are some of the resources which can make you understand more about Power BI. I'll leave this particular PDF as a I will upload this and leave the link in the description below so that you can go through it. Apart from that, I do have end-to-end Power BI tutorials in my channel. I'm also uploading a lot of more stuffs related to Power BI. So that's it from today's video. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked the video. And if you like, please like, share, and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified on my future videos as well.